Frack Free Colorado started with an email from my friend Allison Wolf, who started the company Vibrant Planet. She teaches sustainability and global citizenship at eBay, Google, places like that. She emailed me and said, "This is scaring the hell out of me. It's so close to home," and we both live in the mountains. And I said, "Well, what do you want to do?" She said, "I think we should do an event like Natalie Merchant did in New York with the anti-fracking," and Natalie Merchant and a bunch of singers and artists, they sang in front of the state capitol, and Governor Cuomo actually put a moratorium on drilling because of that. So I said, it's on. We're doing it. We're going to do it at our state capitol. So that's what's happening today. So we're hoping to get some results about really for them to be aware of the dangers of fracking and toxicity. What happened today with Frack Free Colorado is he mobilized a lot of activists, and like Food and Water Watch, Erie Rising, our Longmont. And what we also did is we got outdoor companies that rely on the pristine wilderness for their business, like Patagonia, Black Diamond, Prana, Backpackers Pantry, Clean Canteen. And we mobilized all those people together under one umbrella to show our unity and show that we're ready for change, and we each individually have to invest in change. So I have to invest in my own conservation and awareness, seeing if anywhere that I might have money that supports oil and gas, I move it out of that, from whether it's going to a grocery store that's not on solar energy. Whole Foods is a sponsor today, and so folks like that are showing us that you have to be the change in your own backyard first, and that's what this movement's about. Water is our life force, and water is also something really important in Colorado because we don't have a lot of water with global warming, climate change. And what fracking does is it takes the water and puts it out of the system, and it puts it at 8,000 feet under the earth, and it's also fully toxic. But what they think will stay in the earth will move eventually. And so that's why we're really interested in having them look at the water issue, because water is how we're going to work together to have a clean environment, but also our health. It's hugely important. So that's what Frack Free Colorado is about, is awareness and education. Energy independence in the United States is easy enough if you start looking at the ease of switching to renewables, because we've been fed a line about we can't do it for 10 years or whatever, but the fact is I could get on the phone right now and call Solar City or Sungevity, and I could have solar panels on my house, and they're my new energy company. Another great one is North American Power, and they're switching people back east from their current energy company to North American Power that's investing in wind and solar and gas. They're moving away from that because they're finding people want to be green. People want this. And so when you start listening, whether you're a politician or you're somebody that's running a company, if you start listening and you get out in the field, you're going to learn something. What I would tell the elected officials is get out in the field. I was out in the field, I learned about it, I sat with an incredible man from Longmont who told me about fracking going around, and he can smell it from his porch. He sees spills by his house. He's the one that's reporting this stuff, and he's really worried about his kids and the environment they're going to grow up in. So that's one. I was at the BLM meeting when they said they were going to drill 21,000 wells in the largest area where it's the largest herd of elk in the United States, and mule deer. Now, we have to give animals and the planet of the earth a voice, because if a politician isn't listening to nature, they've missed what my husband says is the most important shareholder. So that's what I would tell politicians. Walk around, listen to the stories, and vote with your heart. The ones that are concerned, mobilize other people, but educate. Along with educating about just, how fracking is very toxic, we have to educate about what we're going to move to. It's like riding a bike. If you're riding a bike and you see where you don't want to go and you keep looking at it, you go there. It's just what happens. When you look to where you want to go in renewable energy and the things we can do as individuals, we will go there. So that's what I tell them. Start asking for what you want and stop looking so much at what you don't want.